Hey loves, welcome back again to another video. So I'm going to show you how I did this loose braids using fluffy kinky hair by Darling, and this is how the hair looks like outside the pack. And it has got two bundles, and from each bundle has got 10 strands of this hair. So right about now I'm just prepping out the hair, okay, just to make sure that it is fluffy, and that is what I am doing right now, just making sure that the hair is like a fluffy, and it will make my work easier when I finally get to split the hair into my desired sizes. Okay, so this is how you get to fluff out this hair in case you want to do like knotless braids or twist and all that stuff. Okay, so once I'm done, I went ahead and just split the hair into my desired sizes. Okay, depending on the the sizes of braids that I'm going for, I did split the hair slightly bigger, because you're going for some big loose braids. Okay, so right about now I'm just prepping my natural hair, and then I just started by applying some braiding gel just to slick down the hair. And then once I'm done, I'll just go ahead and take my rattle comb, and I'm going to start parting the hair. So this is our first part, or rather our first row, which we're going to have 3 boxes, or rather 3 braids. Okay, so we're going for some big braids. Okay, so I'm going to part my boxes a little bit big so that it can match with the sizes of the pieces that I've already sectioned aside. So of course the first row we're going to have 3 boxes. So hey loves, welcome back again to another video. My name is Yana Tungo. If it's your first time here, you're most welcome. If not, welcome back. Now that you're here, please be sure subscribe, like the video. Don't forget to leave your comments or your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will truly appreciate it. Okay, so I just started by just braiding my natural hair about 4 times, and then after that I now transition into adding in the pieces of extension that I had splitted aside. So I'm going to do like the normal knotless method, whereby after braiding my natural hair about 4 times, I will just go ahead and start adding in the pieces of extension. And I did feed in 7 pieces of extension per every box that I made. Okay, because like I said, we're going to have like some slightly bigger braids, so of course I'm going to feed in more hair so that it can give me that size that I'm going for. Okay, so another thing that you should note is that when I was feeding in the hair, I make sure that the braids were tight, of course at the roots, because again you don't want to you don't want your hair to unravel, so you want to make your roots a little bit tight. Okay, and then after that you can now start loosening your hand so that your braids can be loose, okay, for you to have that loose braids and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you again. You want to start by braiding your natural hair, and I did mine 4 times, and then after that I started feeding in the pieces of extension that I had already placed aside. Okay, so I did feed in 6 or rather 7 pieces of hair, and again depending on the size that you want to go with, you can you can section your hair big or smaller sizes, again depending on the size that you're going for. So for me, I'm going for a slightly bigger sizes, so I did split in or rather the pieces of extension that I placed aside were a little bit big so that it can match the size of braids that I'm going for. Okay, and just like I've mentioned, you want to make sure that your roots are like secured enough, so you want to make it tight. Okay, not too tight that it will hurt your scalp. Okay, just tight enough so that you can make sure that your natural hair again is like a nice and secured, and that it doesn't pop out of the braid extension. And then after that, after braiding some few steps, you can now go ahead and now start loosening your hand, and that is exactly what I did. I'm hoping that you're going to find this tutorial helpful and easy to follow, and if you will, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share. Don't forget to leave your thoughts or your comments in the comment section down below. And another thing that I must mention is that I only used 1 pack of this hair, so it was just more than enough for 1 pack. If you're going for the same style, okay, 1 pack is just more than enough. Okay, so the first 3 rows, rather the first 2 rows, I didn't add the curly hair, so I started adding the curly hair on the 3rd row, if I'm not wrong. And then again, I'm not going to add so much of the curly hair because it will tangle, so I just added in some few pieces here and there just to spice up the look. You can take breaks from doing the braids using the normal braiding hair. Okay, so you can go ahead and give this hair a try. You can do twists with it, you can do braids just like the way I'm doing. It's upon you, depending on your moods. And I love that, I love the fact that this hair looks very natural, so it doesn't look like the normal braiding hair. So if you want to take breaks from doing braids using the braiding hair, the normal braids that are the ones that we are used to, you can just go ahead and rock this hairstyle using fluffy kinky, and you can do twists with it. And again, you really don't have to add in the curly hair just like the way I'm doing. You can just choose to braid it without adding in any curly hair. You can also add beads at the end of the braids. It also looks super cute. So it's upon you to decide on how you want to rock this hair. So I just leave you guys to watch the video. I'll get back to you.
If I can't have you, who else am I gonna hold on to? I'm falling apart and you'll never know. It's all I think of when I'm alone. And if I'm free, why do I feel so bound to you? Bound to you, no. If I'm broken hearted, and when you push me too far, why can't you fix me? Why can't you fix me?
Okay love, so this video was mainly to show you how I get to do the loose braids. Okay, so I didn't really focus much on doing the parting because I have like about 3 videos where I show how I get to part my hair for box braids, twist and all that good stuff. Okay, so this video was focused on doing the loose braids, so I really didn't show how I get to part my hair because I feel like it will be so uncalled for, because I have like 3 videos just like I've mentioned. There are detailed tutorials where I show how I get to part my hair for box braids. Again, depending on the sizes that you're going for, whether small or medium, I have the video here in my channel. Okay, so that is why I really didn't put so much focus on doing the partings. Okay, and I'm hoping that again you have found this tutorial helpful and easy to follow, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, share the video, like, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will truly appreciate it. Okay, so we're almost coming to the end of our today's video, and I cannot wait for you all to see the finished look, which I'm super excited for you guys to see. And I'm hoping that you're going to give this hairstyle a try. Okay, so just like I've said earlier, you don't have to like add in the curly hair if you don't want to. And again, I did feed in 7 pieces of this extension by each box. Okay, so in case maybe you wanted to know, so I did feed in 7 pieces of hair by each box. Again, depending on the size that I was going for, I had to feed in more pieces of hair so that I can have the hair to look big, because again, you're going for some big loose braids. Okay, so guys, see you in my next video, and just keep on watching the video and see how the hairstyle turn out. So bye for now and take care.